What is going on, my Patriots? How y'all guys doing? If it's your first time tuning into the broadcast, do me a favor. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell up top. Please like and share. Please like and share. With that being said, without further ado, let's jump into this. So, if you haven't heard, or if you've been under a rock, we're going to talk about a guy named Cam Newton. Now, Cam Newton is a very notorious football player. Came out from Auburn State. He had some hiccups in his career recently, to the point where, he was basically, people thought he was done because of the injuries. But he has been slowly trying to get himself back to where he was in 2015 when he went to the Super Bowl. But when he's not on the football field, he has a podcast called $1 Million Worth of Game. This is a podcast to help men basically know what it's like to be successful in life, whether it's about financial situations, relationship situations, just basically giving men game on how to be successful in life. Now, he a couple of weeks back had Brittany Witter on there. If you don't know who Brittany Witter is, she is known in the sports world for getting pregnant by guys and collecting a check. And he basically told her, even though she asked him would he would ever date her, he told her no, because he know what type of woman she is. So anyway, he was talking on his podcast this week about women, especially modern women. And he talks about how he was raised in Atlanta and in Georgia, down south. And if you're from down south, everybody knows, if you're raised from down south and you're an older guy, if you raised between, I want to say, the Gen X all the way up to, I would say, the mid-90s. You were raised by old school grandfolk, okay? Grandparents. Old school type of people that taught you that to have a high-valued woman is one that knows her role and know how to support her role when she is supposed to support it. A lot of today's feminist women don't understand that when you coming from that type of background, that when you have women that are conditioned to that type of lifestyle, to that type of upbringing, they appreciate their man more. And he also put in that catering to your man is what they should be doing. Now, when he said catering, he was saying being able to know how to cook, know how to, look after the kids. He said, a lot of women say that they are boss bitches, which they do. A lot of these modern women love saying, I'm a boss bitch. But they don't know how to do the boss stuff. Like he said, take care of the home, hold down the kids, know how to cook, know how to clean properly, know how to, make your man, when he comes home, feel comfortable, not dealing with your demands and needs and things of that nature. What's up, Jim? And, well, you know how these feminists are. When they heard that he said that, well, they went the hell off. They were like, oh, who do you think you are, putting your foot in your mouth like that? If you can't take care of yourself, we don't need to be taking care of you. We're not your mother and all this bullshit. Listen, that's not what he's saying. We as men can take care of ourselves. That's why a lot of us as men are not in the marriage department anymore. That's why you see a lot of men going their own way, being single and moving on. They don't have time to put up with that BS, that masculine energy. They really got offended when he said that women need to know when to shut their mouths. Now, granted, he has a point on this. And I know I'm going to piss a lot of women off, but I'm going to say it like it is. A lot of us, men and women included, need to also learn how to shut our mouths. There's a time to say something, there's a time not to say things. But we know women definitely have that problem. They want to keep going on and on, bossing their own opinion, want to be that masculine energy in the room. Sometimes you just have to be silent and move in silence. You know what they say? Real bosses move in silence. That's including women too. If you know you're right on something and I'm not going to listen, shut your mouth about it. Let me find out the hard way. Same thing with us, with men. When we're dealing with women, they don't want to listen to us, shut your mouth. Let them find out the hard way. See, that's the problem in today's society. Everybody want to have the last word. Yeah, I heard about that. I'm getting to it, Jim. I'm probably going to be reporting all day. But the problem is that these women today don't want to hear that. The women today have been brainwashed that men is supposed to be a pansy, okay? We're supposed to be soft-spoken, not saying anything. We're supposed to kiss their ass. And these feminists love pointing that out. They want you to act like they are the queen of Sheba, when in reality, they're not the queen of Sheba. You're not the queen of Sheba. You're not this and that. No one's a queen and king. We are all human beings. Now, you can treat me like royalty, but to treat me like royalty, I need to treat you like royalty. It's a two-way street. You can't expect me to treat you like a queen or a king, and you're not bringing nothing to the table. See, that's another thing that women don't like to admit. The feminist women, to be exact, don't like to admit that they don't bring anything to the table. In fact, when I say they don't bring anything to the table, they don't bring anything of value. They think, well, I have an education, and I have this, and I have my own money. We don't care. Men don't care if you have your own shit. We don't fucking care. We don't. We don't care if you got your own shit. We don't care if, you know what I'm saying, you has been crowned the baddest bitch since whatever, about looks and beauty. What we care about is, can we protect and provide for you? If we can't provide for you, can we protect you? But if you have that covered, then you bring nothing to us. We have nothing for you. We are a third wheel. See, that's what women got to understand. Men have never been designed to be a third wheel. We've never been designed to just hang out. Real men protect, provide. That's what leadership comes into play. If you can't allow us to do that in our masculinity, we don't need you. That's why you see, again, a lot of men being by themselves. So you women that going out here trying to be career-minded, that's good. That's cool. That's fine. But if you're trying to keep it on all the time and be a boss, these are the situations you're going to hear a lot about. A lot of us men going to leave you the hell alone. You will die alone because we don't have time for it. We really don't. If you can't let us lead, we don't need you. It's just what it is. Point blank taken. If I can't be the masculine man in the relationship, you don't need me. I don't want a masculine woman. If I wanted something masculine, I would go and find someone that looked exactly like me. And the last time I checked, I'm not interested in someone that looks like me or anybody that has the same equipment as I am. So, with that being said, no. But I don't see nothing wrong with what Cam Newton said. I think it needed to be said. It's been needed to be said a long time ago. And I give him props. I hope he don't back. I hope that he don't take it back. Because today's society of women needs to hear this. You cannot have us by shaking your ass, rocking us to sleep sexually, and turn around and brag about us on your IG or your freaking Facebook. It's more to us than that. It's more to pleasing your man than that. You got to put in some work. You got to put in some work on your role. Joe, I want to be a career woman. That's fine. You can be a career woman. But please believe, if you're going to have a man in your life, when you come home, that career woman shit goes out the window. This is the time now you let your man sit back and do the role that he's supposed to do. Let him lead. Let him lead. You're not at the job now. Let him lead. You're not fucking modeling for OnlyFans trying to get more fucking simps or whatever the hell you got going on. Let the man lead. You can't let him lead, then let him go. I'm being real. That's what men want. That's all we want. And you can't tell me being a career woman you can't do it. Because I know a lot of career women that made more money back in the day. I know a principal that made more money than her husband. She was a principal of a private school in the Carolinas. She made a lot of money than her husband. I'm talking about, she was probably the first black woman that I've seen in that town to make $100K plus. Her husband was barely making $40K with him being a mechanic. But you know what? When he came home, she let him lead. She let him lead. If they talked about something and he didn't agree with it, she didn't go flex and say, I'll pay all the bills, so I should be able to. No, she didn't do all that. That's what I'm talking about. That's the respect factor. That's not because she was a walkover. It's because she respected her husband. She wanted a husband. She knew what it took to keep her husband, and she did what she had to do to make sure that husband was happy, and she catered to that man. See, when you cater to your man in today's times, you'll be surprised what you'll get out of that man. You'll be surprised. Now, I'm not saying every man is worth to be catered to, but there's some men out here fucked up. And you'll tell that by the way they move. That's them betas. But real men, you cater to them, you ain't got no worries. They got your back a 30,000%. Damn near fucking take somebody's head off. But anyway, y'all jump in the comment section. I'll put the link in below what he said. What do y'all think about Cam Newton saying how he feels about women not playing their position like they supposed to with this whole maximum feminist attitude. Please like, share, subscribe. Love you guys. I'm out.